From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hi, this is Hannah Mordo, and this is your News 8 Daily for Monday, February 19th. It is President's Day, and it's been a really chilly weekend. We had all that snow on Friday night. Guess what? The temps are going to start increasing today. We're going to get to the lower to mid 40s, but we're going to have lots of sunshine, and it's going to really help with that snow melt. Breaking news, gunfire plagues Indianapolis as all hands are on deck for the NBA All-Star Game. We're following 3 overnight shootings in the city this morning after this weekend saw a large number of local, state, and federal authorities working to keep downtown safe and secure. Police say a woman is dead and 5 other people are injured in a shooting at a Waffle House not far from the airport on the southwest side of Indianapolis. IMPD says it started as a fight between 2 groups at around 12:30 this morning, both inside and outside the restaurant near Southern Avenue and Lyndhurst Drive. That's close to I-70 and 465 in a busy area with hotels and other restaurants. Paramedics took 5 of the people who were shot to local hospitals where the woman died. Officers tell us 3 men and another woman are stable. And a 4th man showed up with a gunshot wound to IU Health Methodist Hospital and is in critical condition. Now investigators are trying to figure out if any of the people who are hurt fired guns and say a fight should never end this way.
Well, if you have conflict, don't resort to violence to settle it. Try to talk it out. If you can't talk it out, walk away. Somebody's life isn't worth all this.
Investigators say several witnesses stayed on scene and are cooperating with police. Police also say they found at least 1 gun at the scene and 1 at the hospital. The Waffle House has working surveillance cameras. Detectives say they're now reviewing the footage. So far, no one is under arrest. Also breaking, gunfire on the near north side leaves a man critically wounded. The scene is 22nd and Bellefontaine. Police at the scene tell us they found the wounded man outside a home. Officers are not yet saying what led to the shooting or if they know who did it. Also overnight, gunfire near 28th and MLK leaves 3 people wounded. The call of gunshots in the area came in at about 10 last night. Investigators say they found the victims in the area around Roach and Raider Streets and that all are stable at the hospital. It is still not known who fired the shots or why. Now to the NBA All-Star Game. Team East beat Team West. Tyrese Halliburton came up big for the hometown fans last night in the All-Star Game in Indianapolis, burying 5 consecutive three-pointers to set the tone for a record-breaking night. The East won the game 211-186, the highest-scoring All-Star Game ever. Our Angela Morian spoke to Halliburton after the game.
It was a record-breaking All-Star Game in Indianapolis on Sunday. For the first time in 73 years, the winning team, Team East, scored over 200 points. That was because they broke the record for most made threes, 42 to be exact. 10 of those were from hometown hero Tyrese Halliburton. But even his 32-point performance wasn't good enough for MVP. Didn't matter to Halliburton. He was just happy to be here.
It's really special, and I don't take this life for granted, and yeah, it's a dream come true for me. I was just going to keep shooting until I missed. But I think just having fun playing basketball. I didn't know how many minutes I was going to play, didn't know how my leg would feel, but I felt good today, even after the 1-leg dunk. So that's positive for me. I mean, obviously it wasn't high intensity at all, but it feels good that I felt good, and hopefully I can continue that moving forward. I think there was a lot of energy in the building, a lot of energy from Pacers fans, a lot for us to be excited about. You saw with Ben starting it off with Rising Stars MVP. We won a skills challenge yesterday. Just been a lot of love and excitement through not only our city but our organization as well. So we just want to carry that momentum in the second half of the season and make a playoff push.
Halliburton doesn't get much rest before that playoff push continues. Just 3 days until the Pacers are back in this building hosting the Pistons on Thursday. We'll have you covered. For now, in Gainbridge Fieldhouse, I'm Angela Morian for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
Thousands of NBA fans are on their way back home this morning after some spent $400 to $5,000 a ticket last night. The game was close to a sellout, and fans were here from across the world putting Indiana on the global stage. Our team caught up with a few people as they left Gainbridge Fieldhouse after the All-Star Game. They say the atmosphere was electric. One person told us they spent $1,000 just to sit in the 200 level. Another fan from Chile says that the game was a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Yeah, I'd say it's just all a show, really. I mean, it's for the fans, and it's really great to be here and to watch it. And I appreciate there's no defense because it's really so much fun to watch, and hopefully I'll be back again.
Local fans tell us they're excited about Indy being the center court for such a marquee event. NBA All-Star Weekend leaves dozens of young basketball players with new memories. The Convention Center hosted the Junior NBA League All-Star Tournament. 2 girls divisions and 2 boys divisions played over the weekend on replicas of the Pacers' home court. We caught up with a player for the West Virginia Thunder.
This stadium is humongous, and we just have one of the greatest opportunities to play here and win a game. Like, win any game is amazing, but here in this humongous stadium, it's amazing. It feels great.
The Thunder know the town well. Despite the West Virginia name, the team is based out of Indianapolis. Today, we will find out if a Sunday stunner will cause Purdue to tumble in the national basketball rankings. Ohio State knocked off the Boilermakers 73-69 in Columbus. The Buckeyes have had a bad conference run. They're struggling to stay out of the last in the Big Ten. Purdue came into the game number 2 in the country and the top pick to win it all in the new NCAA Tournament Selection Committee seeding snapshot, predicting where teams will land in the March Madness bracket. Purdue hosts Rutgers on Thursday. This morning, police in Carmel are investigating anti-Semitism after swastikas and a Star of David were found drawn in the snow outside of a Jewish family's home. The Jewish Federation of Indianapolis sent us photos of the images. They say it happened on Saturday. The Indianapolis Jewish Community Relations Council posted a response on social media saying hate has no place in Indiana. Mayor Sue Finkham also released a statement saying she condemns the despicable act. She also called this an isolated incident. The American Jewish Committee has released a new report on anti-Semitism in the United States. It found that 63% of Jewish Americans say they feel less safe living in America compared to this time last year, and that 25% have been the target of anti-Semitism over the last year. The director of the organization says people in the Midwest are more likely to experience hate.
And so when you look at the Midwest, where there are, less Jewish communities, and you think about, behavioral change and how to fit in with a predominantly maybe non-Jewish culture, one interesting finding was that more Jews in the Midwest have experienced vandalism to their property or graffiti or flyering than actually any in the other census regions. And so being cognizant of how American Jews are experiencing the problem differently where you are is really important to understanding what's happening and then being able to speak out against it.
She says the study also showed that more than 90% of Americans said anti-Semitism is a societal problem that can be fixed. The organization is working to get more resources to combat it. Happening now, the United Nations Court has begun hearings on the legality of Israel's occupation of land some people want for a Palestinian state. 6 days of hearings are scheduled at the International Court of Justice. The case will focus on Israel's open-ended occupation of the West Bank, Gaza, and Jerusalem. Palestinian representatives are speaking first today. Then 51 countries and 3 international organizations will talk over the next 6 days. Israel is not scheduled to speak during the hearings, but could submit a written statement. The court will likely take months to issue an opinion. Jane King has today's business headlines and says it's a perfect time for parents to have conversations with teens about positive online habits. Meta says it has a tool that can help. Jane King has your President's Day report.
President's Weekend is a great time to have a social media reset with your teen. Meta has launched a new feature where teens will be shown a full screen reminder to consider leaving Instagram when they've spent a few minutes on Reels late at night. A pediatric psychologist says these tools can help keep your teens safe from harmful content and unwanted contact.
Parents need to have discussions with their teens and be intentional and collaborative about it.
Quiet mode lets teens pause notifications when they need to focus, like overnight or during homework time, and sends friends and family auto replies letting them know they're not available. Teens will be notified to look at something different if they've been scrolling on the same topic for a while. And there are tools for parents as well.
One of the things that I think it's important for parents to talk to teens about is when they're on, how are they scrolling? What are the things that they're looking at? Why do they want to be on social media? How much time are they spending on that?
Parents have supervision tools that let them see how much time their teen spends on Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and virtual reality. Parents and caregivers can also set time limits for the teens. Parents have access as to who their teen follows, who follows their teen, and will be notified when their teen reports or blocks someone. Instagram and VR parent guides were developed in partnership with experts to give parents easy ways to talk to their teens about safety and well-being. Dr. Lockhart says that parents and teens can establish positive social media habits together.
West, we're constantly building these skill sets, helping them make intentional and good decisions about not just scrolling and mindlessly being on their apps and their devices, but looking at how much time they're spending and what does that look like for them.
For more information, you can visit familycenter.meta.com. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King.
This has been your News 8 Daily from Wish TV. I'm Hannah Mordeau. Watch us on wishtv.com and follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.